So design number one is a Facebook cover photo. So why is it important to have a visually appealing Facebook cover image? And I should have shown you what a Facebook cover image is, but I will show you in a minute and where it goes on your Facebook page. So when you create your Facebook business page, there's that large space at the top, and then there's a small circular space round near it, just close to it. Now, the large space at the top is called your Facebook cover image. The other small round space is called your Facebook profile picture or image. On Instagram, you have a round profile picture. I'll be showing them to you. You don't have a cover image. So on Instagram, you have that round cover image profile picture. So on Facebook and Instagram, you have round profile pictures. On Facebook, you have cover image, the big square space, okay? So why is it important to have them? A visually appealing Facebook cover photo can help make a strong first impression on potential customers and followers. It can convey the brand's personality and values at a glance. A well-designed cover photo can help increase brand recognition and memorability. It helps people remember you, especially if you have something interesting on your cover photo, okay? People may remember it's like window shopping. They may remember it and say, I want to buy this thing. I don't have money now, but when I have money, I will come back. So that thing will keep you top of mind, okay? It can also serve as a creative and effective way to promote products, services, or events. So if you want to promote a product, maybe you have a flash sale coming up, you can change out your cover image, put that thing up, put a date, do all the things you need to do, and people can see it. It's like a billboard, okay? So we call it a billboard on social media. So you can switch it out from time to time or when needed to showcase new or urgent products and events. So same thing, when you want to announce something, you can put it up there. So for instance, if it's Valentine's and you have some Valentine's sale, you can switch out your cover image and put your Valentine's sale up there, shout it out, tell people, come and buy you, this is our Valentine package we have for you. So you switch it out and put it up there, okay? So I'll be showing you some examples of my cover images that I've made over time. Of course, I have so many, but I just was able to pick up this one. So this one says 2021, the year of the healthy belly. So in my health and wellness group and on my page, we were talking about healthy belly, how to shrink your belly, how to shrink your waist, okay? So this is what I used for that year. And, so many people were like, oh, wow, yeah, I want to join, I want to join, I want to join. So that was what we used this for, okay? Then this is another cover photo for my social media business. I hope you guys can see it. It says, I help you build a, hold on. I help you build a loyal following of customers using Facebook Live conversion funnels and business pages. Let's start building a home for your business. Click here to download this free ebook. So you see, you can use it to shout out things like people can get this free ebook if they click on this and then they can get it. It's free. So that way you're using it to build your list. Okay, don't worry, we'll explain all those things. Now this down here is another one that says join my skincare class. So how to use clay face mask to achieve clear skin. So it gives you the time and it says click here to sign up. So it points you down to where you sign up. So you can see your cover image is used for so many things. And this is like a kind of a guideline. So when you want to create your cover image, even though every Facebook cover image has a particular size. So if you notice, all these are the same sizes. But when you see it on the graphic designer, it's going to be bigger. So what it's trying to tell you is do not overlap text in the gray area. So try and confine everything you're doing in this space, right? So when you now upload it to Facebook, it will just fit properly. All the information will be there because there's nothing worse than a Facebook cover image that the information is cut off. If the information is cut off, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. You want it to be exact so that anybody that looks at it, they can see all the information at a glance. Remember, you don't have too much time to catch people's attention. So if there's something that they're not too sure about, they move off to the next person. So you must make sure that everything you do is precise, okay? So these are examples of Facebook cover images. I don't know if I have more, okay. So now I think what we'll do, because we don't have so much time, we'll do each one as it comes. So I'm going to show you how you can create a Facebook cover image in Canva. And remember, I said, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section, okay? So I'm going to share my phone screen. I'll stop sharing this one and share my phone screen because I'm going to create with a phone, okay? Because I know that most of you use phones to create. Well, I've told you to sign up with Canva, so we shouldn't have any issues with that unless you have problems signing up with Canva. Then you can write in the comment section and then we'll take it from there, okay? So remember that I'm going to be giving you templates, right? And those templates, you will use them. I'll just show you how you're going to use them and then you use them that way. Okay, so that's where you are looking. Okay, so now these are a lot of Facebook cover images that I have made, and I will use this to illustrate for you how to make a Facebook cover image, okay? All right, so this particular one now, this is a very simple one, right? Can you see my screen? I hope you can see my screen. We have a baby here and we have some of the things. Let me expand it a little so that you can see what it says. So it says, join my mommy and baby class, okay? How to use, sorry, this is silly. I think I did this from the other one, all right? So click here to sign up. So now, if you want to make from scratch, I'll show you how to make it from scratch, and then I'll show you how to use the templates, okay? So now, when you want to make this, the first thing you do is when you come into Canva, you look for, okay, let's go back to Canva homepage before we do this, okay? Because I know that some of you are very new to Canva, so let's go back to the homepage. All right, so now this is Canva homepage. Mine will look very different from yours because I've done a lot. I've used Canva for many years, okay? And I'm also a Canva certified creative, right? When they had that program. So I have a different layout from yours, slightly, but not that much. So what you see when you open Canva, you will see, okay, you'll see search your content on or Canvas. You will see these three lines. They're called the burger bars. And when you click it, it shows you your information. So you can see my name is here. It shows you templates, projects, and brand hub, content planner, all kinds of things, right? So that's the menu. So if you tap out, just tap out, you will get back to the home page. So this is the home page or the dashboard of Canva. So now the first thing you see is for you. So anytime you're here, you'll see everything that is yours, maybe things that you've created or things you may want to create, okay? So this is all it tells you. I'm not going to go into all that. We'll do those gradually as we go along. So the important thing to note is at the bottom here, there's the home, the little house, Then projects mean projects that you are creating. Then templates mean if you want any template, you want to use a template from Canva, you can search through these ones. But as a new person, it gets a little bit overwhelming because there's just so many. And that's why I've narrowed them down to just 10 that you can use. As you grow in experience in using Canva, then you can start exploring other things. But as your business is new and you are new, you want to just get started immediately, okay? So then they have here teams, right? That's for people who work as teams, usual graphic designers and their team and all that. All right, so basically what you need in Canva is this big purple button plus button at the bottom. And what it means is that anything you want to create in Canva, once you click on this purple plus button, you can now start creating. Okay, it gives you different options of what to create. So you can click, you can tap on it, and you can see that it opens a menu for you. And here it has custom size. So let's say you're a graphic designer, you want to make a banner, for instance, an outdoor banner that you can put in your shop or whatever. Then you can use this to create the graphics and maybe give it to a graphic designer, right? Then it's suggested docs. That's if you want to make a document type, that's a document like Word or whatever, you can use Canva. You can make mobile videos. You can make Facebook posts. You can make Facebook cover. You can make Instagram stories. You can make Instagram posts. You can make logos, flyer, presentation, talking presentation videos. Canva, you can make quite a lot of things, but we just want to focus on a few. Now, what we want to do is to make a Facebook cover image, okay? So they call it Facebook cover. The reason they call it Facebook cover is that there's also Facebook group image, cover image. So they're the same. Facebook cover image for business pages and Facebook cover image for groups. They're basically the same. So what you do is remember that every social media platform has specific sizes. Now, some people think it doesn't matter, I can just upload anything. But the truth is that if you upload a picture that is either too big or too small, sometimes they will tell you, but sometimes they may not tell you. And you'll find out that that picture, that post that you made may not do well. And that's because it's clunky, you know, it's just like putting a round peg in a square hole. You know, it can't fit. So even though you force it inside, it's by force, but it's not really doing what it's meant to do. You should put a square hole in a square peg in a square hole for it to work well. Okay, so you need to do that because Facebook has millions of people uploading pictures, images, and all that. And those that are correct are the ones that they will work with more easily than those that are not correct. Okay. So what we do is that because we want to make a Facebook cover, we will tap on Facebook cover. All right. So we'll tap on Facebook cover. It will open the document type, the size, everything we need. All right. Can you see my screen? Is it not showing? Can you see my screen? Because me, I can't see it. So. Okay, let me go out. It's headache. Let me stop sharing for a minute and come back. Sorry. Can you see my screen? I've stopped sharing for a minute. I'll share back now. What's wrong with this thing? Today is one of those days. Okay. All right. Okay, so you can see my screen now. So when you tap on, I think where we stopped was tapping on, I'm going to go back so that I can show you what we did. So we tapped on the big purple plus sign at the bottom. and then we tapped on Facebook cover because we want to make a Facebook cover image. So as I said, it is important to keep to the sizes that they have, that they have suggested, okay? So we are tapping on Facebook cover. Okay. So it opens up a, different templates, but we don't want any template. We just want a blank screen, okay? So that's the blank screen that we want. So we want to make the same one as the baby one, right? The one we had before. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. So I'm not going to use this. I'm going to go back to that screen, okay? All right, just give me 1 second. Go back to that screen, okay, so that we can compare the two. All right, so this is the one we were looking at. Okay, we're looking at this little baby. So now we want to create another one. So that's how you get to this place. You tap on the plus button and then it opens up a blank screen for you. But I'm not going to use that blank screen since we are comparing. And anyway, I'm going to give you a template. I'll still make this one, but I will give, I'll work with this. All right. Why is my page black? Okay, let me turn it to white. Okay. Okay, so now this is the same, blank screen that we have. So now the first thing you want to do is you want to search for a photo, an appropriate photo that you want, right? So I'm just going to look for that, another baby picture. So now this is your graphic editor, right? I keep forgetting you people are basic class, so I need to teach you all these ones. So anytime you come to your graphic editor, right, and you tap on the blank screen, that's the blank page, it means that it is now live and you can work with it. And then all these menus will come out at the bottom and come out at the top, right? I will tell you what the menu means as we go along. So the bottom menu means that anything that is here at the bottom, replace, color, layers, comments. You remember when we first started, this thing was black. So I just came down here and tapped on the color block. I tap on the color block, a color wheel appears. And can we do it now without yes, you can if you want to. You can do it. You don't have to use the template. If you want to work along with me, you have another phone, another device, go ahead, right? I like people working along with me. So you can see that a color wheel will come out, right? So all these colors here are here for you to use. And that is why I told you that you should have your colors ready. Because if you don't have colors, what are you going to work with? Okay, so you can have your colors ready. So you can see there's a whole lot of colors and you can get more from the color wheel, which is here, this plus sign. If you open it, to open up a color spectrum for you. So you can do anything you want. So please, if you're working along with me, don't ask me to go back, okay? Because this replay is there for you. So I'll keep going. So now I've changed it to white, okay? So now the next thing is this round purple button again. Anytime you see this purple button, know that you can use it to add things. So you tap on it and I want to look for a photo, okay? I want to look for a photo. So remember that the menu always comes down at the bottom. You can scroll all the way across and more things will come out. And I'll tell you what they are as we use them. So we won't waste time, okay? So now I want to look for a photo. So obviously I'm going to look for photos. Now, Canva has free photos, millions of free photos, but they also have paid photos. So when you're designing on Canva, be always conscious of the fact that some photos are paid for and some are free. For the templates I'm going to give you, all the elements are free, but now it depends on what photo, because you can change the photos if you want to. So we're going to look for photos, right? There's photos here. So if you swipe to the right, you will see photos, okay? So you can see photos. So you tap on it, and these are Canva photos. Your own photos will be in your camera roll. So I'll show you your camera roll. So if you have photos you want to use, you scroll to your camera roll, tap it, it will open your camera roll and you can upload your own photos. But for now, what we're looking for is photos from Canva. So that's it. So I'll tap on it and then it opens up the search for me. So it says search photos pro. I have a pro account, so I'm going to change it to free, okay? So I'll just change it. You won't see this in your, you won't see it in your own because you don't have a pro account. So I'm just going to change it to free. So all the pictures that come out will be free. So I'm just going to look for a baby. I'll just say something like cute baby. And now another thing that is important is that the keywords you use for searching are very important, right? Um, because if you remember that when you're branding, when you have a brand message, remember that you have an ideal client. So you must always be speaking to your ideal client. Your ideal client is, let's say for me, if I'm selling clothes, for instance, I import clothes, take them back to Nigeria and sell. My ideal client is a Nigerian woman, right? This is just a broad explanation. So my ideal client is a Nigerian woman. So I'm not going to use, even if I bought those clothes in China, I'm not going to use pictures of Chinese people. I'm going to use pictures of Black people who are going to wear the clothes. All right. So Africans, Nigerians, African Americans, anything, just as long as they look like my Nigerian woman. That's what I want. Okay. So always have that in mind. Anytime you are promoting something, avoid using things that do not resemble your ideal client. Always make sure it resembles your ideal client. So why I'm saying that is that I'm going to look for cute African American baby. Now, why I'm using African American is that it's more likely that you will get more pictures of African American than if I say African baby, right? Because of course, you know, this is an American company. And apart from that, we may not have enough people who have taken pictures and sent to them or sold to them. So if you just want to save your time, just write something like cute African American baby, okay? But you can try African baby, you may get some, I don't know. Canva really buys a lot of photos. They have one of the biggest stock photo companies in the world, all right? So when you've done that, you say done, and then you tap on search for cute African American baby. All right, so you can see a lot of different baby pictures are coming out. So you scroll and look for the one you like. Even though we try to narrow it down, remember, I also asked for free ones. So this will kind of limit the ones that you will see, right? It's going to limit to a certain extent the ones you see. Because as I told you, not too many people have taken pictures and from African American or American or African, but you know, there's going to be a lot of Caucasian people. So, so we just look for one and choose. And all these pictures should be free, so you can use them. All right. I want one lying down. So I don't want to waste too much time. So I'm just going to choose anyone I see and use that. Okay. All right, let me use this one. So when you're looking for, you can look as long, you can take as long as you like, but we don't have the we don't have the luxury of time right now. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is to stretch out my baby. Actually, I'm going to flip it because I want the baby to be on this side, right? Yeah. I want the baby to be on this side. Let's see the one that we were looking at before. Okay, the baby is on the other side. So you can see the baby is on this side. So I'm going to flip mine so that the baby is on the same side. So when you want to flip it, tap the picture. Once you tap the picture, it goes live. And then you look at the menu at the bottom and you should be able to see flip. Okay, so you can see it flip here. So you can flip it and it will ask you horizontally or vertically. Of course, horizontally means it will flip it to the left. Vertically means to flip it upside down. So I'll just show you. Vertically, it will just, you see, it's turned the baby upside down, which I don't want, but I want it to be horizontal. I want it to flip. Okay, so fantastic. That's flipped the way I want it to, okay? So now the baby has flipped. I'm going to stretch it out. I'm going to stretch it out to fill the document, okay? So stretched it out. So when you want to stretch out, use these little circles and squares at the corner. Don't use the squares so much if you want to maintain the ratio. That's the photo ratio, because when you use the squares, kind of elongates it and it can distort it. So first of all, use the circles on opposite ends until you get the size you want, okay? So now we've got our baby in position, right? So the next thing we want to do, because remember, we are copying something. And I always advise people copy until you perfect, right? Don't, unless you're an artist, don't just start from scratch, a blank paper and say, let me start. You will get frustrated. So copy, and that's why templates are good, because templates mean that you can just do the little that you can, right? And we need to make a lot of graphics, so there's no time for becoming a Picasso. Okay, so we've got our baby now. So the next thing we want is to, let's look at that picture again. So we want a triangle here and a oblong here, and then another oblong here with a arrow coming down. Okay, so that's what we want. So that's our baby. So what do? We go back to our plus sign, because now we want to look for a shape. So we go to our plus sign, and then we go to what we call elements. Every element you want is under elements. Remember our menu down here. So we scroll to the left until we see elements, okay? And we tap on elements, and we actually want a triangle. So we can see lines and shapes and see all. All right, so tap on see all so that it will show you all the shapes they have. And what we want is a triangle. So we can take that one at the top. Yep, let's take this one at the top. So you just tap on it and to jump straight onto your document. So we tap on it there and you can see it there. Okay, so now you can see it's very tiny. So we need to make it bigger. All right, tap. Always tap and make sure it's alive. This is the wrong triangle though. Okay, we can work with it. This is the wrong triangle. Now you can see this little thing here that has arrows. It means that you can turn it around. So you can see the way I'm turning it. Once you tap on it, you can turn it, okay? So I'm just dragging it out to make it bigger so it will fit where I want it to be, right? So that's it. I don't want to cover the baby's eye. Okay, so that's it. So you can see I have started creating that image already. And it's very simple, just a picture, a triangle, and a square, because we were going to need the square very soon. But first, let's change the color. Since we're looking at a baby brand, I want something pinkish or yellow or whatever, you know, something that's is on brand with babies. So I go back to my color block, which is showing the color here right now. So I tap on it and then I will choose my color. I'll take this baby pink here. So it's, you can see I've changed it already. It has changed to baby pink. Okay, so I'm going to go with that baby pink throughout. So I can X out of here since I've gotten the color I want. And then the next thing I need another shape, because remember, remember we had a rectangle here and another one there with an arrow. Okay, so I'm going to add that. I'll just take a rectangle, a square, a rectangle, whatever you call it. Then I'm going to expand it. This one, I'm going to make it small. want to cover my baby's eye. Okay, so I've put it in position where I want it to be, but of course the color is not right. So I'm going to change the color. I'll go back to the color block and then tap and then change, okay? So you can see everything is coming together. When you tap out, you see that it's all coming together, right? So that's how we want it to be. Then we need another rectangle. Now I could go back and get another rectangle, or I can just tap on this rectangle here. And you can see that this little menu comes out. This little menu means duplicate, so copy. This one means trash, it's a dustbin. If I don't want it, I can trash it. So let's say I want to trash it, I'll tap on the dustbin. Remember, everything that is highlighted that's what you're working with. So this particular square that is highlighted is what this menu is for. So if I click on trash, it will trash it. You see, it's gone. But let's say I did it by mistake. What do? I want it back. I can go up here, and this is undo, and this is redo. Undo, redo. So I need to undo that trash, okay? So I'll just tap on the undo, and the rectangle is back. So you see it there. Now, why I even spoke about it was because I need another rectangle down here. Remember, we have something that we're following. So what I want to do is to duplicate. I don't want to go back into the menu at the bottom. I'll just want to duplicate this. I'll just tap on duplicate. And then if you notice, it has given me a second one. So I have another square, which I can take down here. Okay, but this square is too big, so I just need to reduce it by dragging in so these little circles at the edges, you can either drag them in or drag them out to make it bigger, but I want to drag it in to make it small. So what else do I need on this picture? And remember what I said about the guides. Remember that the guide said, do not try and keep everything towards the center. So I'm going to go back and tap and look at the word that we're looking at. It's not gonna, you can see, can you see it? We have this, can you see it? This is the little, whatever, square, and it says click here to sign up, and there's an arrow. So I need an arrow. So what have we done? We just need an arrow, this one, and then the triangle. So you can see that we are almost done with our cover image, but it's looking good. Okay, so we will go back to our own tap, double tap, it will come out. There are some things I noticed. This one comes a little bit down, but the problem is that our baby picture is too big. So I'm going to reduce it a little and drag it away. Okay, so work with what we have for now. Later we can sort it out. Okay, so now we've got this, our bigger picture, this one. Okay, so this is where we're going to write. So what else do we need? We need an arrow. Let's take it up a little. All right, so what do? We go back to the, we go back to the plus sign and tap and go to elements. You can see there's already arrows there. We'll go to elements and look for arrow. So you can see some things are already preset there. So you can just tap on arrow, and we just want a short arrow, okay? So we want a graphic arrow. So this one is fine. See this one here. So do you see how I got here? So I went and I saw arrow, you can see in the search, you can either type it or you can tap that, and then it will bring out all these arrows for you. So I want this particular arrow. This one here looks like the one in the picture. So I tap on arrow, Now you can see it's huge. So we don't want it to be this big. So we'll just reduce it, make it really small. And then we will now drag it over here. We drag it here and then rotate it because it's pointing downwards. Okay. Okay, then we'll move it. Because it's coming down here. Now, it's not the same color. So we also have to change the color so it will blend with the other one. All right, so that's it. Okay, so we've done, the basic thing is done. I'm just going to bring it out a little. Okay, so we've got our basic picture, okay? Okay, so now what do we need to do? We need to write all those things that were on the other one. So let's look at the other one again. This is it. So it says, join my mommy and baby class, okay? And it says, sorry, this is how to use a clay face mask. Okay, let's say how to use cloth diapers. Diapers for baby. Okay. So let's say how to use cloth diapers for baby. Okay. All right. So that's what we want to write. We want to write all this stuff. How to use cloth diapers for baby, join my mommy and baby class. So those are the things that we want to write on our own. Okay, so now the next thing we do is go back to our own image, and then we will now need writing, text box, okay? So we tap on our plus sign, tap on our plus sign at the bottom here. Remember, anything you're looking for, always tap here. So you tap on it and then just X out of this stuff. Look at the bottom line. You have design, elements, camera roll, brand hub, and then you have text. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for text. So you tap on text and then it says add a text box. So that's what we want. We want a text box up here. So you click on add a text box and then you drag it to where you want it to be. Okay. So remember, now you tap on it. When you tap on it, your typewriter will come out, your keyboard, and then you can now type what you want. So we said join our, okay, join my whatever, our mommy and baby class. Okay, so you've done that, and then we will just duplicate. Remember, anytime you want to use something, you can always duplicate it. That little menu will come out and then you can duplicate. So I'm duplicating the writing and I'll take it here and I'll say, what did I say, sir? I said, learn how to use cloth diaper for baby. Okay, learn how to use cloth diapers for baby. Okay, so then of course it's too big. This one is too big. It has to stay within this space. And remember what I said, when you see the purple grid lines, you should know that that's where, you shouldn't really go beyond that if you want everything to show very well in your cover image. Okay, so now I've gotten to the two things I want to write. And the second thing I want to do is write the next one. So I'm going to duplicate this again and now take it over to that small square that will say join, click here to join the class, okay? I know it looks big, but don't worry, we'll reduce it. So now you tap on this and select and then say, click here to join, Okay, so let's reduce it. Okay, so now all these texts are too big, so we want to change the color. So you tap on this text, say select all. Oh, sorry, this is what's it called? Uh, Mobile. So you go to down here, because once you tap and it's live, you can always see the menu down here. So you tap on the color of our letters, right, which is here, and then you choose what color you want. Of course, we want something like white to make it stand out. Okay, so you can see it has changed to white. Let's go and change the other ones before we do any other thing. So you tap on it, come back to the menu at the bottom, look for color, alphabet color, tap on it, and then change it to white, right? And then the last one that we wrote is this one. You tap on it, come down to the menu, look for color, change it to white, okay? So they've all changed to white. Now you can do any adjustments you want to do. Like for instance, I can see the spelling here is wrong. So I'm going to adjust it. Okay, so, and then also I'm going to make it bigger because that space is huge. So it doesn't need anything small. Now you can make it bigger in two ways. You can tap on it and then say done, and then come down here and look for font size. So when you see the font size, you tap on it and then drag the slider to, you can look at the sizes here. Right now it's 12.3, but we want it to be much bigger. So you come to the slider here and slide it across. Okay, so now it's too big. Okay, so now it's still a little bit bigger than I want. I'll drag it here so that it will stay. Okay. So you can see I've created it and it's much bigger than it was before. Okay. So it says join our mommy and baby class. Okay, but at least the dimensions are bigger. So I can put some exclamation mark there. Okay, then this one too, I want to do the same because it's really small. So go to font size and just, everything you have to do, balance it out so it looks reasonable, okay? When you're making graphics, always think of balance, okay? Something that looks good. Don't just do anything anyhow. Now, for instance, I can decide to line up these two, this one with this one at the top. And another good thing about Canva is that it has guidelines. So those guidelines come out when things line up and all that. So if you notice, this one is lining up with that one at the bottom. Then I have to, okay. So keep adjusting until, you get it the way you want it. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's good. All right, so remember the purple guidelines, you can see them, okay? So this one too, I'll now adjust it so that it looks good. It's there. Okay, so that's it. So join our mommy and baby class, learn how to use cloth diapers for your baby. Then here, we have to adjust this one too. We can use the font size again, make it a little bit bigger, and then just to the box. So it stays within the box, okay? So we've created our, what's it called? Now, remember, you're talking about a class. So it makes sense for you to add the time, the date, and all those things. So you can now move this a little bit, right? And then make space for all those other things. Okay, so you can put, or you can put your WhatsApp and say contact me. Although, well, it doesn't really matter because we've already put the sign here that they can sign up. Okay, they can sign up at this point. So basically, this is a cover photo. You can now download it and take it to your Facebook and upload it into your cover photo. Okay, so this is very simple. So for instance, let's say we've made this, I give you this as a template. All you need to do is tap on the picture, right? You want to change the picture to something else, because you can even use this for your, let's say you sell kitchenware. So you can use this for kitchenware. So what you do is you will tap on it and then you will tap on the trash box. So, sorry, the trash sign, this trash sign. So when you tap on this trash sign, it will remove the image of the baby. Do you get? It removes the image of the baby. So what do? You come to the plus sign at the bottom and then you look for another image, okay? So let's say we're looking for a kitchen brand. You go back to photos and then you look for, let's say, kitchenware, okay? Kitchen utensils. How to spell it here? Kitchen utensils, okay? So let's say you comes up with this and you want to put this one, or you want to put this one or something. Okay, let's use this one. So you come up with this, you tap on it, and you now put it here, okay? There are two ways of doing this. Either you use a frame or you drag it out to where you want it to be, as the way you want the picture to be. Remember what I said, don't use the sidebar. So we're only using this one. Then when you've done that, what you want to do is to send this picture to the back, okay? You want to send the picture to the back. So what you do is tap on it, come down to the menu, this menu at the bottom, and look for position. So you can see position here. So when you tap on position, it will allow you to do four things. You want to bring it forward, you want to bring it to the front, that's one step. You want to take it backwards, right to the back, you want to take it back one step, or you want to take it to the back. So we want to take it to the back so that it is the what you call a background. So we tap on to back. Okay, so you can see that it has taken it right to the back. So what you're seeing now is just, you can still see your design, or you can still see your kitchen utensils, right? Now, if you want to move it around a little bit so that you see more of what you want them to see, you can still move it around, okay? So you can see now, then the next thing you want to change the colors, because this is a kitchen brand, right? Now you tap on each element separately. So you tap on this. Let's say you want to change it to brown. So now you change it to brown. Okay, that's one element. You tap on the next element, you change it to brown. And then you tap on this last one, and then you change it to brown. This one is, remember that there are two elements. There's the letters and then there's the words. So you may have to move these letters a little bit because this is small, and then get to the, and then change it to brown, and then the arrow, and then change it to brown. So this is how to use a template. And remember to bring your letters back down. Okay. So that's it. We've changed this template that we just made into something totally different, okay? So when you get the template, this is exactly what you do. And of course, when you want to change the writing, this is not Mommy and Me again. This is now, a kitchen brand. So you write whatever you want to write. You tap and then change the writing. Now, let's say I want to go back to the baby brand, right? So I want to go back to the baby brand. I'm just doing that just for doing sake. I should have actually duplicated it. So back, back, back. I don't know if it's taking us back. Okay. Okay, so I'm back to my baby brand. So let's say you want to keep your templates. What do? You just duplicate. Okay, I want to keep this baby brand, but I still want to change it to the kitchen brand. So I'll come down here, tap on it, tap on the baby brand, and now look at the menu here. It's the baby brand is live. So I'll look at the menu and I'll say duplicate. Okay, so now I have two of those pictures. So I'm going to retap this one and now do what I did the first time, delete the picture. Let me change the colors, change brown, change to brown. Okay, so I've changed everything to brown, okay, back. And I still have my original picture because remember I duplicated it. Now I want to put a picture here. So I'll tap on that, bring this picture back, stretch it out to where I want it to be, and then take it backwards, okay? Remember, look for position. Okay, then I can just change it a little bit, shift it around. And it also shows all the utensils. Anywhere that is showing white, just drag it. Okay. So that's it. So we've changed it, and then I'll say something like, welcome to my kitchen store. Okay, so you see, you can change the letters, the wordings, everything you want to change, okay? So it has taken a totally new, what's it called, identity from being a baby brand to a kitchen brand. And this is what templates are for. Templates can now help you quickly create something else. Even if you don't know how to do much design, you can see that you can, use them to up level your design. Okay, so that's basically it for the Facebook cover image. So you'll be getting the template for the Facebook cover image. Now apply your own personality, your branding, your niche, right, to that cover image. And you can write anything you like on that cover image. If you want to sell an ebook or you want to give out an ebook, you can say, instead of click here to join, it can be click here to download your ebook. Okay, so that's what you have there. You could say, as it's a kitchen brand and you have other things, you can say click here to view our catalog, or click here to contact me on WhatsApp. Anything you want to do, you can do. So your creativity is left up to you. Okay, so we're going to stop sharing for now. Okay, so that's our Facebook cover image. Then when you do that, you download it and upload it to Facebook, to your Facebook cover image space, okay? All right, so we have to go on because we don't have so much time, my goodness. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again. Any questions you have, put it in the comment section. So these are all Facebook cover images. You can see this one. Click here to download this free ebook. This one is just an what do you call it? Infographic. It says 2021, the year of the healthy belly. This one is used for my group, right? Everybody in the group is on the same page. So, once they see a banner, they know what it's all about. So this one is join my skincare class, how to use clay face mask, and click here to sign up. So they're signing up for the class. So you can see you can use your cover image for so many different things. All right, so design number 2 is Facebook profile picture. Okay, before we do that,